Okay, so here's a document I was working in before when we were talking about the different fonts that are available and what's recommended for accessibility in Google Docs. And so now what we're going to look at is the style, the font style, which you can see up here where it says normal text. And so this is our title for our document. And normally we would go in and make that larger and bold and center it and do all of that. But if you come back up here and change that from normal text to title, that's going to go in and automatically do some of that for you. Now, it doesn't center it for you. You would have to come back in and do that part on your own. But then we also want to come down here, and each of these topics, we want to change that to heading. Now, if you look at this, you see a heading 1, a heading 2, heading 3. What those are different levels, and kind of think of bullet levels in an outline. If you change to like heading 2, that's going to be a subtopic of the previous heading. And so like for this one, I'm going to change it to heading 2. And then this last one down here, I'm going to change it to heading 3, just so that you can see what that looks like. Now, part of the reason why I want to do that is another way that we're going to increase accessibility, and that's by inserting a table of contents. So if you go up here to insert and go down to table of contents, you've got two options here. You've got one with page numbers, one with links. I typically just go with the blue links. All right, so this has taken all of those headings that we had before, the Arial, the Times New Roman, or the Times, the Verdana, and the Calibri. And so this one here is a heading 1. This one here is heading 2. This is heading 1 as well. This is heading 2. This is heading 3. And so when you come down here later, if you come in and change this one down here, let's change that back to heading 2. And then I'm going to come back up here, and in my table of contents, you see that it automatically adjusts that for me once I hit the refresh button. I can also come back in and say this may actually be a level 1 topic, and so I'm going to switch that back to heading 1. And when I do that, come back up to my table of contents and hit refresh, you can see it pulls it back out there. Now, what this does for you is allows your student to come in and navigate straight to it. Now, this is an advantage for students who really get lost and bogged down trying to read through all of the text. If they know that what they're trying to get to is down in this one, then they can come here and click on it, and it'll navigate and jump them straight to it. That way, if they've already gone through this once, they don't have to go back through it again and again trying to find the information they need. All they need to do is remember which section it's in, and they can get back to it quickly. Just by following the table of contents. Now, when your document is just a page or two long, not as big a deal as it would be if you've got multiple pages there. But you can see the advantage this is going to have for students later on down the road and help them navigate through, and also clean up your document and kind of help you organize it a little bit as well.